and I see this tweet by Spawn Diddled, okay, Spawn Dial, okay. I see this is how Sonic Josh started, and I'm thinking, who's he talking about? No, Bo Blacks, all right, we know 111, all right, it's pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy, all right. We know all that, all right. This is how Sonic Josh started. Like, what's he talking about? And essentially, I find um I find some tweets, but first of all, I see this, all right? I see the quote tweet, all right? And I read this tweet. For anyone wondering, no, I'm not trans, just doing things to my appearance that I think look cool, all right? Who is this from? Who's this quote taken from? Liam Donovan and music. Just wow. All right, wow. All right. Thank you all for watching and your continued support. A lot more content coming that I'm really looking forward to. So thanks again. And for anyone wondering, no, I am not trans. Just doing things to my appearance that I think look cool. Nothing deeper, lol. Lol. And basically, this is crazy, man. It's crazy. I see this, alright? I see this. I just think, wow. Just wow. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. But anyway, alright. See this tweet. Then I see the picture. Dude. Ooh. This is not looking good, alright? This is not looking good. It's really not. You see this picture, it's a pretty crazy. And I'm just thinking, wow. Alright? Wow. I was not expecting to see this image today, man. I was not expecting that. You can see, as you can see, alright. He's got his little makeup, alright. Ooh. He's got he's got his eyeliner, okay? Dude, he's got his lashes. The makeup, you can see like the shine on the nose, you can see that. Pretty crazy. It's pretty insane, alright? His face is looking pretty clear, and usually, his hair, it's not as long as it should be. It's a little more blonde. He claims, he's blonde sometimes, right? It's a lot more blonde than it usually is. If it was ever blonde. If it was ever blonde, alright? And you see this basically, and you're just thinking, just wow, man. Wow. What happened? What happened? Like you know, he moved away from the commentary, commentary side, okay? We all know he did, alright? To his music, alright? He's making 1 billion shekels an hour, alright? Talking about Goislop, basically. And you see this now, and you're just like, what has this become? Like, what happened? I don't even know what to say about this anymore, man. Just look at him. Look at him, alright? It's like, before he was a little zesty, right? But everything about this, it's just ramped up. It's just gone insane. And you see this, and what more can you really say about it? You know, this guy, he used to be cool. He used to be in the mix, all right? He used to make the content, that we all wanted to see, all right? He used to do that. He used to make that content. But now it's just crazy, man. It's just insane. Um, don't know what to say, man. I really don't. But yeah, so you see this, you're taken back by it, all right? And it's not like who could have seen this coming, but it's still crazy to see nonetheless, all right? But I got some funny tweets for you, all right? And we're just gonna look at the situation. We're just gonna, check it out, see what people are saying, Looking at it a second time because it came up under Aiden's post of a similar or same screen cap. Chronic, you think he's wearing, I don't know who this person is. Why is bro so beautiful? True. Next week's Liam update. Um, yeah, I say so, yeah. Ooh, all right, but yeah. And do you think he gets aroused when you sing HRT? I think so. I think so. All right. Fanboy Donovan? Alex T. Pale with Fanboy Donovan? Ooh, all right. And even he hearted this comment too. So, nigga sold his soul to get blacked. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, he hearted that comment. Only bad signs. Very bad signs. But yeah, alright. Men used to go to war with a picture of this in their wallet. Say Gamma YT, alright? True. You know, you were in the trenches, or you were fighting. You're fighting to death, alright? Just so you can go home and you can see your sweetheart. You can see this woman right here. This woman, alright? You can see them. Oh, you could beat them because it's like the 1920s. You know. Yeah, I was onto something. Oh, I remember this image. I saw it the first time. I saw it the first time. As you can see, the nails. He's got the blue and the white. The blue and the white are all he's missing is the pink. But the pink you kind of see it on his cheeks, kind of see the pink like on his cheeks there. You can kind of see it. So we've got the blue, white, and the pink. We've got it. We've got it. Where's it red? I don't know. As you can see, all right. His beautiful girlfriend, Kai, who he cucked from Turkey Tom that he stole. All right. But yeah, okay. Now we got the screaming clip. All right. I thought it was pretty funny when I saw it. I thought it was pretty funny. Good old clip. As you can see, he's got the tough albums on the wall, bro. He's got Slipknot self-titled, bro. He's got Around the Fur. He's got Nirvana. He's got got My Chemical Romance. I mean, it's not really cool. It's kind of gay. Kind of gay. All right, a little bit, a little gay. It was pretty cool. All right.
But what if he got owned by this little sissy in a dress, aka, but what if he got owned by this little
AKA
sissy in a
me. Whoa.
dress?
He's kind of tweaking there. He's kind of going crazy. All right. He's kind of going insane. How could you let this happen, man? I have the same question for you, Mr. Queeman, Quee man. I have the same question. How could you let this happen? How? What caused this? You know what caused this. Blacked Lerix. Camden blacked me. It was so bad. Dude. This was the good old days, alright. We were all watching these streams, alright. 500 viewers, man. Good old days. I was watching Chud earlier. I was watching Chud Logic. He was he was around this viewership. He's a 1K Andy usually. We got 200 on Kick, alright. Which is where I usually watch, alright. 200 on Kick, alright. So like 700 viewers maybe. But this this was pretty good back in the day. The Mama Max situation, man. I wish I streamed for that. It was so good. It was such good content. But other than that, it's just crazy. It's insane. The good old days, man. Good old days. And the lamp. The lamp was perfect. Put it
Fuck
this
that
way.
trans cock. Oh, I
Okay.
want
Okay. That's what Kai wants to do now, as we can tell. Well, based on an image like this, alright. But we got this tweet from Alex Gekmo. Alright. Agamids on Twitter, right? As you see, Bo Blacks, okay. And the tipster, just so tippy. Alright, we've got him. Got the terrible trio, alright? Not even trio, duo. Disastrous duo, alright? Bo Blacks, tipster, but I guess you could call it a trio now because, well, you can see it. You can see it on screen. We have Bo Blacks here, alright? Bo Blacks, alright? Same. With the pride and the heart and the trans flag, alright? You have Tippy, you have Tipster, alright? They have my support. Got, pride, heart, trans. It's just sad to see, alright? It's just sad to see. Things are not looking good. Alright? You can see my comment there. Alright, another man down. Alright, commentary keeps losing. Alright, we're losing, okay? First it was Tippy. Then it was Flamenco. Alright. Then we had Bo Blacks, alright. Mr. Blacks, alright. And that had to be like the worst out of the situations, if I'm being honest. Alright. Mr. Blacks here. Ooh. 111, never forget, never forget. Alright. But he's got the support, alright. He's got support, alright. Larissa, he has support. I think he's in a good place. He's in a better place right now. Things are looking good for him, but place he came from, alright, where he's born and raised, things just keep getting worse, alright. We're in a tough spot now. Seeing one of our sons, alright, one of our people fall down such a dark path, alright. It's just sad to see. Right. There's other tweet, alright. Alright. This is pretty funny too, alright. Imagine you're a Roman soldier getting back from battle. You're all sweaty, pent up, and dirty. As you're heading, and as you're heading to And as you're heading to the nearest stream to wash yourself, you see this Roman towel boy sneaks glances at you like this. What are you doing? I don't know, guys. What are you doing? All right. What are you doing about this? Ooh, this is this dark, all right? It's not good. We're in a dark place. This is a bad time to be in the commentary community, all right? Pretty dead community, if I'm being honest, all right? Pretty dead. It's pretty dead here. We've got no one. We got nothing. All right, but it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad to see. But it's a pretty funny tweet, alright. And it was before this latest picture came out. It was before this actually. So this is December 6th, December 1st. So we had signs, but we didn't think it would get this bad, man. Like, this this it's there, alright? It's like you see it's like, ooh. He's a homo. He likes boys, he likes cock, alright. See that? He's trans, alright, he's a big cock. You know, that's what you're thinking. You see this, but like this dude, it's just an escalation, man. It's getting bad. It's getting real bad. Like I'm scared to see what comes next. All right, I'm scared. I'm genuinely fearful what comes next. Ooh. But yeah, all right, this is pretty funny. All right, if this little towel boy, if he snuck some glances at me, like I don't know what I'd do, man. I have to go over there, give him the Roman special. You know what I mean? All right. But that's all for the tweets right now. That's all for the tweeters, the tweets. That's all for that. But if you have anything else, you can suggest it in the chat, okay? Alright, you can suggest it if there's any more tweets you want to see. But what I have planned, alright, what I planned right now is I'm gonna watch this video here, this video of Larissa. I'm gonna watch this video, okay? So this is where he debuted his big coming out. This is where he debuted it. All right. This is exactly how not to respond, literally. All right. We're gonna like this video. It's about Taylor Swift. All right. Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift are the head of conversation versus the White House and Trump administration. Oh. And as you can see the comment, alright, I've read it before. Just doing things to my appearance, alright. This ain't true, bruh. This ain't true, alright. Yeah, this is what he thinks is cool, alright. Yeah. We'll go through the comments a little bit. Is bro Princess Diana? Ooh, I kind of see a resemblance, not gonna lie. I kind of see it. That was not what I was expecting to see when I clicked on this notification. Am I schizophrenic or are you guys seeing what I'm seeing, man? We love supporting small femboy creators. Ooh. They're saying the eyeliner looks good, okay. Ooh. Well, we know who put it on, alright, we know. It was Big K, Lil K. Lil K put that eyeliner on for him, bro. Look high. Man, it's crazy, alright. But we're gonna watch this video. We'll see what Liam has to say, despite his cosplay. I just think it'll be interesting, seeing what he's up to because I watch these videos sometimes, alright? I'll watch them. A little bit. Just a little bit. I'll be watching them, alright? But yeah, we're gonna watch this and we'll see what Liam has to say, alright?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. A lot of changes. A lot of changes are going on here. A lot of huge things.
We can see the changes, man. We we can see them. Based on what I'm seeing on my screen, I feel like I see the changes, the big changes, like they're right in front of me. They're like presented just big, like on screen. They're just like they're there, right? You can tell, and even his voice sounds a little off. Can you guys hear that? Can you hear it?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. A lot of changes. A lot of changes are going on.
Yeah, bro, his voice is a little off. I mean, at least that's what I think. All right, I think his voice is a little bit off, just a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna give this another go.
On here. A lot of huge things. Okay. But anyways, I don't know if you've heard the news or not, but the government of one of the most powerful countries in the world has been getting into a lot of Twitter drama lately, a lot of Twitter beef drama, and has resorted to the level of like 14-year-old edgy posting online. It's terrible.
Dude, the way this fella is saying that. No way this dude is saying that. This little fella. Alright? He ain't even a dude no more. No, he ain't even a fella. This little boy. He ain't even a boy anymore, man. This little this little twink. You know, some could argue that we could go further with that, analysis, but I'd say as, nothing is confirmed yet. Nothing is confirmed, we have this denial. We have this denial, alright, down here. But based on liking this comment, all right, we love supporting small femboy creators, based on this, this like here, hearted by Liam Donovan Music, all right, so, all right, I think that we can come to the conclusion that femboy is the appropriate term now for Mr. Liam over here. Can't say twink, can't say dude, can't say fella, all right. He's just there. He's like full femboy. He's femboyed out.
Terrible. Where in attempts to engage the youth, I suppose, and popularize ICE and what they're doing, they've been posting a lot of meme videos of them chasing down and arresting what they call illegals with popular music playing in the background of the most popular stars in the world. Where in this recent case,
Okay, this is pretty crazy actually.
it's Sabrina Carpenter who they're going
Like now that I see it, all right, it's pretty crazy, hearing that, just hearing that. But I don't know how I feel about that, I don't know if I wouldn't say I support, the ice stuff going on. It's pretty crazy. You know, you're just a Hispanic fella, and they knock at your door. They're like, hello, sir. You're an illegal migrant. We've come to arrest you. Then they arrest you. They put you in a facility. All right. You're sitting there for a couple months, maybe a couple weeks. and they allegedly have a trial for you, and you get sent back to Venezuela, where you belong, where you should be actually.
Going at, but they've been doing this for a long time. And it's gotten so bad to the point where White House spokespeople have came out and admitted that they are purposely rage bait posting to invoke a reaction from these celebrities to get more attention to their movement. Yes, this is the level we're at. Higher ups admitting to posting rage bait on the timeline. And I don't even talk about politics or whatever, like mainly on this channel. Like when it comes up with obvious people like Tom McDonald or whatever, I talk about it. But it's like I'm not a person who's like getting into the weeds into politics on this channel. But it's stuff like this that is the most surface level of the surface level. How could you not find this so deeply embarrassing that our government is being ran this way?
Tried this one? Have you ever tried this one? Have you ever tried this one?
But Sabrina Carpenter publicly responded to
Bro.
this, saying, "This video is evil and disgusting. Do not ever involve me or my music to benefit your inhumane agenda." And this is one of the biggest tweets that like the platform has seen in the longest time. 150 million views, 1.8 million likes. And at this point, the tweet was actually deleted, assumingly because of some copyright cease or desist or something that Sabrina Carpenter and her team put out to them. But there's a lot of different conversations and things that sparked from this, including a lot of people bringing up after they saw Sabrina Carpenter come out with this statement, is asking Taylor Swift where she's been at. Because over the last few weeks, Taylor Swift has been under a lot of fire because the White House did a similar thing with her. They used
Okay, I see where this is going now. So, Sabrina Carpenter, she had a base take, alright? Standing up against, the United States government, don't use my music to push your racist agenda, alright? Your fascist agenda. Don't use my music. It's mine. Alright. That's what she was saying, okay? And, I'd say it's pretty commendable, alright? Well, to like, eh. If it was just like a regular dude, doing it, but it's like a super famous celebrity, you know? You know what I mean? Like, they have the resources and they have everything that they need to like stand up against that. But I guess it is, commendable. All right, commendable. To say the least, a little bit. All right.
her song behind, one of these videos. But for whatever reason, Taylor Swift just hasn't said anything and she didn't make any like public statement like this. She didn't go behind the scenes and like try to get it taken down or anything. It's just been radio silent from her, which was just like super confusing for a lot of people because Taylor Swift has released documentaries like talking about her support for the Democratic Party and in general, her making her politics like very known. So it was just like a weird omission here that for some reason she was taken, and a lot of people were attributing this to recently like dating Travis Kelce and maybe a shift towards being more Republican or MAGA of some sorts. Now, I don't know if I fully agree with that. I don't know if
Mm. So I see what this is about. I see. So, Taylor Swift, all right. Famous celebrity, all right. Everyone knows her. All of you. Every single one of us knows her. So, essentially, they used one of her songs in one of these Migrant Watch tapes. Migrant Watch. All right. They're going out. They're just arresting him. They're posting it. Pretty cool. All right, but not cool. It's not. It's not cool. It's based. All right. It's based, but it's not cool. All right. Pretty based. You know. See an illegal on the street. Ooh, you brown. You brown person. We're coming for you. All right. We're gonna tie you up. All right. We're gonna throw you in the back of the van. All right. We're gonna send you right back to Mexico. Send you right back. That's what they're saying. Okay. But um, back to the point. All right. So they used Taylor Swift songs in one of these videos, and she's voiced her support for the Democratic Party. You would think like she's against this stuff, and Sabrina Carpenter, she came out and said something about it, but Taylor didn't. So people are like confused. All right, they're up and at it. They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Why aren't you standing up to the fascists and getting this taken down? And That's basically what's happening. All right. Liam already talking about the situation. Larissa here is talking about the situation. You know,
If I've seen enough like evidence to completely believe that. But overall, it was just weird that she didn't say anything about this. And with Sabrina coming out, it increased like the fire of like people wondering, where is she? Because this isn't just a Sabrina thing or standards held to, pop stars. Like plenty of different other artists from all different genres have spoken out about this. When the White House tries to do a similar thing with their song, they get it taken down or make some kind of like public statement saying they denounce this. Like Olivia Rodrigo, Jack White specifically is suing them, I'm pretty sure, for constantly using Seven Nation Army at Trump rallies. Metallica, MGMT, even the Pokemon theme song, where they posted a similar video saying, gotta catch them all.
yeah. Damn, bro, this a little crazy, honestly. But yeah, uh, as you can tell, all right, a lot of people are coming out against this. Taylor, where's she at? What's she saying? What's she thinking? All right, where's she at? Is basically the situation here.
While brutally chasing and arresting people. I'm gonna be honest, I don't get how this is supposed to be like appealing at all. Like even for the everyday person or even everyday Republican, even for the most extreme people who support what ICE is doing and to the extremity of how they're doing it, how could you find this to even be an appealing way to go about this in the first place? They have like some Gen Z guy running this account trying to make it like popular and memeify ICE to like casually get people to support it more. That's the idea, I assume. But instead, it just comes across as this dystopian, bizarre, like cheering on a bunch of people getting chased down, pushed down to the floor, and being handcuffed behind like their meme pop culture music to
Liam, it's based and it's red pilled actually. It's freaking based. So, yeah. We don't care about your opinion, Larissa, alright? You trans out, you're tuning out, alright? That's what we think. Alright, we don't care about the situation, we don't care. But we are gonna watch this video because I have no content. I have nothing. So, if you want to support me, alright, give me some topics. Give me some topics, alright? I need something to cover.
purposely rage bait. It's just so embarrassing. Like this is how you want your government to be ran. I just don't get it how at all. I feel like every normal person who isn't just completely down the MAGA pipeline is looking at this with such disturbed disgust. But following this, the White House actually responded again, saying, "Here's a short and sweet message for Sabrina." So old. Just like the biggest self report for being like 50 plus. What are these puns, man? Here's a short and sweet message for Sabrina. We won't apologize for deporting dangerous criminal illegal murderers, rapists, and
Based? This is absolutely based. Alright, Liam L. You're gay. You like men.
pedophiles from our country. Yeah, is that all the people? Is that all the people? I mean, it's just lying. It's just lying through their teeth that it's been confirmed that there's been thousands of cases that don't
Hey, and this is a parody account too. Is this even true? Is this true?
fall under those descriptions. Anyone who would defend these sick monsters must be stupid, or is it slow? Man, these puns have got to stop. Somebody, somebody's got to do
I think the puns are pretty funny, Liam, actually. They're pretty funny. Alright.
something about this. Somebody's got to put an end to this. This is like the worst part. But despite the surface level, like huge support for Sabrina here, there was actually a huge amount of people who did not like this comment from her, who quote tweeted with insane amount of likes things along these lines: "Do not ever involve my church in your music to benefit your evil agenda." 150,000 likes, 13 million views.
Based?
Man,
Let me
this is the
think.
level of like the culture war that we're at, where people are so desperate for an hypocrisy that they end up defending someone who is far more disrespectful to your religion than Sabrina Carpenter could dream to be. Like, is the point really that you're calling out a pop star for recording a music video in a church when Trump on a daily basis stands for far more immoral things that would go completely against your religion? And
Oh, dude. Is it really against Christianity to deport people? Just like in general? Like, not really. Not really. But there's some other things, alright. like the Epstein files, right? I feel like, that's was probably against our religion, probably.
Disrespect the church. I mean, come on, man. Like, this is what he's posting online. This is his own account. This has got to be blasphemy of some kind of order. Like, he's posting himself as a false idol, posing as the Pope in this AI generated slop. That's got to be against some kind of commandment. You're calling out this, but you have no issue here? This is a clip of the guy you're defending saying there's nothing he can possibly do to get himself into heaven. That's how much of an immoral person he's been in his life.
I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound.
Come on. The jokes write themselves. And I can't stress enough that there were so many tweets like this with an insane amount of engagement. This quote tweet right here, 230K likes of Sabrina doing one of her Juno poses at her concert. So a pop star being sexual and expressing herself sexually. This is who we're comparing to the president.
I think you're expressing yourself sexually right now, Liam. I think you are, I think so because ooh, this look, man, this look, not looking good.
President of the United States to the government of one of the most powerful countries in the world. Like, can we have some perspective for a second? Even if, like, Sabrina Carpenter was doing things that were immoral in, like, your point of view, she's just a pop star. She's just a random pop star versus one of the most powerful people in the world who you're defending by proxy with this, who does worse things. Yeah, and this tweet right here just shows where they're coming from, to be honest. Don't blaspheme my faith, ugly. These are the Christians? These are the faith-filled people? It's like, okay. What is going on here, man? What is this? Is this what Jesus would do? Is this what he would do as well? The guy who had compassion for everyone, even if what you think she's doing is wrong. Sit down with prostitutes, would have dinner with taxpayers. Are you following in his footsteps right here with, this kind of behavior? But yeah, going back to the Taylor Swift thing for a quick minute, though, there's also this huge tweet saying, forever in the history books, artists that have condemned Donald Trump for using their music in rallies and political campaigns, Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo, Beyonce, Rihanna, Adele, Celine Dion, Nickelback, Aerosmith, Jack White, ABBA, Phil Collins, Foo Fighters, like the list goes on, you know what I mean? And then artists that have yet to openly oppose the Trump administration for using their music, Taylor Swift. And this is like a huge sentiment that's been brewing as well. This isn't just like a small thing. Like a lot of people are talking about this and very confused on Taylor's choice here. And yeah, I just don't get it if she hasn't caught wind of it somehow or what, but it's like, it is a very important thing. It's not a small thing to like be poking someone at for. It's a very important thing, and especially someone who's openly as political as Taylor Swift has been in the past, to like stand on those beliefs. And if someone is actively using your work, and like the government of the United States is using your work.
Man, I just can't get over this look, bro. I just can't. Bro, I'm trying to pay attention, bro. I just can't. I can't focus on the words he's saying. Just look at him, bro. Just look at his nose, man. Just look at that makeup, bro. It's so bad. I mean, in terms of, the actual, makeup, the details, the eyeliner, not even eyeliner, the lashes, all right. The hair probably dyed, or probably dyed, it was never that blonde before, all right, let's just be honest. Like, does he have a lipstick on too? I genuinely can't tell, but might be some gloss, you know, you could definitely see the work, on the face, you can see like, I don't know if there's blush, I'm not a makeup guy, but there's definitely a lot going on. A lot of like a lot of subtle things just going on, in the face, all right. And we are not fans. We do not like it, all right.
To promote something like this, to further try to push their agenda on the youth online, you should be like standing right there, not only legally getting it taken down, but saying that this is wrong and you shouldn't be doing this. I feel like if you're a political person who believes in that, that's like what you should be doing. But yeah, I don't know. So hopefully she says something, because so far it's just been really weird. But that's going to be the case right here for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. There's many more videos coming soon. Sorry for the inactivity lately, but
Many more videos, guys. We're gonna be seeing this a lot more often. All right, this new look, the changes that are coming, the changes. We're gonna see them. They're coming soon. All right, but that's the end of this Liam video. I think that's the
Believe me,
video.
when you
Watch.
know, especially going into 2026, I appreciate everybody supporting the channel and everything. And there's going to be even more videos, more streams, and everything. I'm really looking forward to it. So thank you everybody for continued watching. If you like the video, like, subscribe if you want to see more videos exactly like this. Thank you for all the Patreon viewers who help out the channel. If you want
Big
to shout out the end of these videos, you could join right here. And for tiers 2 and 3, if you want an exclusive Discord, you can join as well for tiers 2 and 3. So thank you all very much, and I'll see you next video.
So that is the end of the Larissa Donovan video. All right, that's the end of that. Um, I mean, the actual point of the video, I mean, if you care, if you're gay and you care, all right, he was making, a decent point, Taylor Swift, right, big politics and big Democrat, you're using her music in the ice videos, but they're hunting illegals like deers in the streets, all right. And she's not saying anything about it. Everyone else they've said something, but she's not saying nothing. All right, she's got her mouth zipped closed. She's not standing up to the fascists. She's not doing it, man. Messed up. But overall point of the video was okay. Just a light little video. We weren't really there for the subject matter. We're we weren't there for that. All right, but it's a pretty decent video. All right, overall, based on the points that were made. But Mr. Liam here, right? Mr. Donovan, Mrs. Donovan, actually, Mrs. Donovan, or Mr. for now, Mr. All right, Femboy, all right, Mr. Donovan. It's just not looking good. All right, we might be on the road to another Bo Blacks. All right, I see. We got Kai here. All right, Turkey Tom's ex girl. All right, as we all know, if you're in the mix, she's roughed him up already. She's messed him up. All right. It's just not looking good. It's not looking good. I'm scared for the future. We might have another Bo Black situation on our hands, except, I'm thinking it'll be less gross, hopefully. All right. I'm hoping. All right. I'm hoping. All right. I'm really hoping. We might be on the road to another situation like that, but truly we never know. We never know, do we now? We'll just have to wait and see. Liam Donovan, Loam, all right, Lerix, whatever you want to call him. It's getting bad, all right. We had an escalation, all right. Um, things used to be bad, all right. We had the nails, all right. We had the trans colors, all right. We had the light blue, the white, the pink, on the cheeks, all right. If you really want to stretch it that far. If you're getting pussy ain't always right. True salvo pancakes, the true takes, all right. And we had that. And now we have this. All right, we have this. All right. It's gotten to a point, it's escalating. We don't know what's at the end of this road, all right, because we don't know if this is the end of the escalations. We don't know. We are not aware yet. But based on what's happening, things are getting bad, all right. Things are getting bad for the Lerix bros, even though they're long dead and gone, even though it's over. Things are just looking bad, all right. Another commentary L.